Okay guys, so here we go. Starting off with my bare face as always. I've put my hair in two little like bunchies, like half up bunchies, because I thought that kind of went with the theme and I wanted to keep this look really easy. So starting off with primer, I'm taking the Urban Decay Optical Illusion Primer and I'm just applying this to my face and put on a bit too much. Whoops! It's just like super white. I don't know. I did put on way too much, but I really wanted my face to be really well primed. So then moving on to foundation, I'm taking the Urban Decay All Nighter, but I have to add some drops of my Nip and Fab in, purely because the Urban Decay one is too light for my face. And even though this is a Halloween tutorial, I did want it to still be quite kind of like your foundation you would normally wear. So I just mixed the two together, tested it. It was a bit too pale still, so added a little bit more. You obviously don't have to mix up your own foundation, just go with your favourite foundation, but I would recommend a pretty full coverage one for this look. That's what I wanted, hence why I used the Urban Decay All Nighter, because the coverage is insane. It literally just gives you a blank canvas to work with. Then I'm taking the Maybelline contour stick, master contour stick thing, and obviously the contour side to just begin the process of contouring the face. For this look, it literally is a super strong, heavy contour, like really defined and contrasting contour to get the shape that we want. So you basically, the way I find this easiest to do, and what I would recommend, is to build up in layers. So I started with that one, which is slightly more cool toned, and then I go in with the LA Girl Pro Conceal in the shade Espresso, which is a lot warmer, which we wanted for this. So you can see like that's like way warmer than the last one, and I'm going heavy with the contour. So I'm really basically doing that whole like almost like a helmet of the outside and cheekbones and my nose, and just blending that in. You don't want to worry too much at this stage if it's not like really well blended, because we kind of want it to be like that, but we clean it up now with concealer. So I'm taking my Tarte Shape Tape. This is in the light medium, so the lighter one of the two that I have, and we're going to be applying this really strongly down the sides of your nose, underneath your eye to like kind of wing it out, and then obviously in this kind of cheek area as well. And I'm also using this to prime the eyelid, but also carve out that inner corner, because you want that inner corner to stay super bright. And you can see like you can see the shape that I'm going with so far. You know, like you want your nose contour to be really snatched, like really thin, but you want the inner part of your eye to be bright, but also the contour to join your eyebrow. So just do it like you can see what I'm doing now, and then also highlight the middle of your eyebrows, down the center of your nose, and a little bit on your chin, and like underneath the contour here, because you want that contour to be super sharp. And obviously they've got kind of a white-ish, not white, but like a lighter kind of muzzly area. So first of all, I'm taking a small concealer brush. This one's from Iconic. Just because you really want, it's really important that you don't just blend this out too far. You really want this brighter colour to stay in this area, so the contour is really strong. So just using the smaller brush first of all to just kind of blend the edges where it's going to be harder to get to with a bigger brush, and just to kind of pat in like the majority of the product. And then once you've done that, I do go into a larger brush, which is the Real Techniques Duo Fibre brush, which is here, just to kind of tap it out, and you can see really brighten up that kind of cheek area, the forehead, and also underneath that contour as well. So we're just working to build up a super strong contour basically, which is why I thought this look would be pretty easy for most people, because most of us do contour nowadays anyway, so it is just like a real like dramatic version. So first of all, I'm going to set those highlighted areas with my Rodial Translucent Powder, and I'm just using the Kat Von D contour brush, and then taking the Rodial bronzing powder. This is brand new, I've never used this before, and oh my god, it was so nice. Like, I know obviously we're doing a Halloween look here, but this is such a bomb bronzer. I've definitely been using this every day. So you can see I'm going ham with the bronzer. Like, you really want to really intensify that contour, and you want it to be warm. You don't want it to be like contour where it's cool toned, you know, you want it to be a warm contour because it's like just how a deer looks. So just keep going. I'm using that same Kat Von D contour brush, and then I'm taking a smaller brush. This is like a fluffy brush from Iconic, and I'm using this to darken up and define the nose contour. As I said, we want our nose to be like really as thin as possible. Like I find if you do this part fat, it's a bit ugly. Like you want it to be thin and snatched because it looks cute, you know. You want to have a cute nose. You don't want to go out like this is a cute Halloween tutorial. You know, it's a Halloween tutorial for people who don't want to look scary, you don't want to look ugly, you still want to look cute and pretty but still dressed up for Halloween, which is why I decided to do this one first, because it's going to ease us into the scarier ones, you know. So you can see I've just really gone ham with that contour on the nose, and also using it on the outer corners of my eyes to blend into that kind of bit where it joins your eyebrows. So you do want that contour line in the inner part of your nose to join. Can you see how it joins my eyebrow? Yeah. And then you also want to wing out this corner, so like drag the eyeshadow, well, the bronzer, out. I also tried to do this look using minimal products, so it is actually just your normal foundation and concealer, your normal bronzer. Like that's pretty much it, you know. So I also contoured underneath my lip, and just this little bit, you know, that bit there, I don't know what that's called. It's not your cubist bow, but you know. Then I'm taking the Kat Von D. This is a powder foundation in a super light shade. This step I do highly recommend. So it is a powder foundation, so we are adding another layer of coverage, and it's also lighter, so you can see it's going to be perfect for really crisping up that line there and keeping that inner corner of your eye bright, and also defining that nose contour down the side. This product is a great tip if you like nose contour anyway. It really does clean up and really, like, it makes it look like you seriously have a smaller nose when you don't, you know. So just using a flat Iconic brush to do this. So I am putting it underneath my eyes as well, just to give us even more coverage, so they're really, really bright and the nose contour stands out. And you do also want to go down the center of the nose as well, so that area is really bright, and also then just blend that out in between your eyebrows, as we want that to be bright as well. Once you've done that, I'm going into the Kat Von D Shade in Light palette, and I'm taking the middle and end shade, the darkest shade, to just deepen up that contour even further. I told you, we're layering with this. So you just want to deepen it up, and I also went ahead and contoured my neck, because I am going to take the deer. I'm going to take the deer down my neck. I actually, once I finished this and I started editing it, I was like, oh damn, I kind of wish I'd done my shoulders as well. I would recommend that. So I contoured it, and then I took that same powder foundation just to go light down the centre. Then I took a brown liner. This one is Matte Costa Reach, but any brown liner would do, and I drew a heart on my nose. You can obviously totally do more of a nose shape on the end, but I just thought a heart made it really, really cute, and it fits perfectly. So just draw a little heart and then set it with the darkest contour shade just to make sure it doesn't rub off. I then also went in with this darker shade to deepen up the contour around the eyebrows here, as this bit is super, super important. That is like an important contoured part, and I also used it to deepen up the outer corners of my eyes as well. Make sure everything is well blended, just going back into our fluffy brush, but you can see that's definitely deepened up that outer corner. Then I'm taking these are the Beauty Blender liner designer liner. It's like these little, it's like a sticky thing that you put here to draw your liner, and I took the Wonder Wing, it's like a pen liner, and I did a big wing. I don't do a wing ever. Do you know why I don't do a wing? Because I'm pretty blind. I can't see and I can't wear contacts. So for me, a wing is a struggle, and this is definitely, if you struggle with wings, then this is going to be the hardest part of the tutorial for you. You could skip it. If you're like wear a wing every day and you're really good at wings, then this tutorial is going to be so easy for you. So I just used the Beauty Blender liner designer thing to get like the basic shape in first, and then obviously just freehanded the rest of it on. I'm not gonna lie, I don't know if I didn't maybe use it right, but I wasn't impressed with that liner designer thing. It didn't stick on my eye very well at all. It kept falling off, so I wouldn't recommend purchasing that, to be honest, unless I'm using it wrong. Let me know if you've tried it and you love it, because maybe I was just using it wrong, but for me it just did not work. Like, it just kept falling off, like it wouldn't stick to my face. when I've seen people use it, it sticks really well, so I don't know. But I tried. You can only try, right? But yeah, as you can see, I just used it to do the line part. And then, look, it just kept falling off. So I was like, I'm not using it. I would say if you struggle with liner like myself, then start off small and gradually build up. The line is definitely the best way to go. I definitely recommend a pen version. Then I applied some lashes. These are the Huda Beauty lashes in Farah. They are super big, super dramatic, and also winged out, which is going to help with our shape of the eyes. As you can see, they're pretty huge. Then going back into that liner, I am doing, like, I don't know how to explain this, okay? So you want to draw a line under your lower lash line, so lower than you would normally draw a line, like it's a bit lower, which is going to make your eyes look bigger. And then I wanted the edge to like look like almost like fake lashes. I did try putting fake lashes there instead, but it just didn't look quite right, so I drew them on instead. So I literally just drew them on the outer, barely even on my eye, like the very outer half of my eye, and underneath the extended wing on the top. So you just go for it, and it doesn't matter if these are messy because they're lashes, so they're meant to look a little bit messy. Just do like a curved kind of effect and like feather them out and shade them a bit at the top. But seriously, this looks like it might be hard, but it's not. Like, you can see how messy I am being because that's just kind of the effect we want. It's more the shape and the fact that they look a little bit like lashes, you know. So do them thicker at the base, like here you can see I'm like shading it thicker, and then wispier at the edges. And then once you like zoom out, it looks really cool like lashes from far away. And definitely way easier than trying to stick lashes on your lower lash line, which I did try, but it just didn't look right on me. I've seen people do it, it looks really cool, but it just didn't look right. Then I went in with a nude liner. This is from Nip and Fab, and I lined my waterline and also that line in between the top wing and the bottom. So here, and then where I've left that gap already, just to enhance it, just draw a line right underneath it. And look how good, that looks, just makes everything look a little bit more polished. I did take a bit of the contour shade just to blend out this line slightly, not a lot, but just to give it a bit of depth of colour and sort of a gradient effect. I then also tight lined with my Charlotte Tilbury dark brown liner. And then we are going to move on to the deer spots. So taking that same Tarte concealer we used and a Q-tip or cotton bud, whatever you call it, and you just want to dot. This was the easiest way I found to do this, and to me this is so easy and it looks exactly how it should look, you know. So I just literally dotted. Don't be too precise with this, just be like random, like just let your finger just go. Like don't think, oh, should I put one there, should I not? Just go for it. I mean, at the end of the day, if you don't like where you put it, you can just tap it out, you know. So dots, and don't forget to also dot your neck. Definitely, I think this looks really cool. As I said, I really wish I'd done my shoulders. I think that would have looked super cute. So I recommend doing your shoulders if you are going to do this look, because I just think that would look so cute, right? If you wore like an off-the-shoulder brown top, yeah, I think that would look bomb. Finally, for the lips, I'm taking that same Charlotte Tilbury brown eyeliner. So this is an eyeliner. I didn't want to use black. I wanted to keep it more brown toned. So I just took this to fill in, well, line and fill in just my top lip. So I used it to draw all over, and then I just used my finger to like tap it in so it kind of blended out a little bit, and then put some, whatever was left on my foundation brush, I just patted over my bottom lip just to make sure that was kind of blended in a bit more. But nothing crazy, but just like a little bit. And once you've done that, this is the final look. I really hope you like this look, guys. Definitely do tag me on Instagram at TashieTinks if you do recreate the look yourself this Halloween. And I will be doing more Halloween tutorials. I've definitely got one other one in mind, but let me know if you've got any requests in the comments bar down below, and I will see you in my next video. Bye, guys!